Right now is a great time to get your garlic in the ground. Best thing about garlic is it kind of just does its own thing. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I am Brittney and this is Gardening with Brittney. This is strictly for people that are here in North Carolina. But if you're from other zones, go ahead and leave it in the comments and let me know exactly where you are. And I love that we're gardening together. Thank you so much for joining me. Go ahead right now and hit that like, share, and subscribe button if you haven't already. And let's get gardening. Right now is a great time to get your garlic in the ground. Best thing about garlic is it kind of just does its own thing. You can plant it right now, which is early fall when the weather's just now starting to cool off. Now I am in North Carolina, so now is the ideal time to plant our garlic. These little bitty pieces that you pull off the garlic will make their own garlic bulbs. So all you got to do is just plant them in right around early fall, and when spring comes, you'll have fresh garlic. Now, I'm one of those people that I would love to have everything that I eat and my family eats come from my own garden. That's not always the case, but for the most part, we do try to eat what we grow. There are a lot of things that I have in the garden right now that are dying off from the summertime, and we've just gotten new things in the garden for the upcoming fall and winter. So I'll show you those things once we get this garlic in the ground. Please be advised, gardening is not just for spring and summer. You can get stuff in the fall and winter in too. So here are our beds right here. I'll go and show you what we have in all of them in a second. But I am going to utilize every ounce of space that I have. Now, I know that these grapes will be dying off soon because the weather is cooling down. So I'm going to utilize this little section here. I think this was a watermelon, so we might just pull this up. And actually, you know what? Don't worry. We'll just plant around it. No big deal. So I'm going to utilize probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 areas of space. We'll move around this side. As you see, there's nothing over here but some nasturtium plants. And then we'll do 7, 8, 9, and maybe 10 right there. So we have plenty of space. I don't really know how many little pieces of garlic I saved, but if we do have any other ones left over, there is plenty of room right in here in this bed. The best thing about having a garden bed is that you can utilize a lot of the space and you can grow a lot of different crops in the same bed. Now this bed, although it looks kind of bare, it's really not. It's pretty full. These are the plants that we just got in for fall. And at the front here, we have butternut squash. We have some kale. I know it's a little hard to see because I grew all of these from seed. And over here, we have our turnip greens. If we go back over here, these are some green onions that I just grew directly from garden scraps. If you cut off the ends of your green onions and put them in water, they will root. They will have roots. You can just plant them in dirt right afterwards. Over here, we have some radishes, also grown from seed. And the best thing about radishes is they take about 20 days to finally come from seed to harvest. In the middle here, we have bell pepper. And as you see, the baby seeds are starting to come in. Now this bell pepper I did get from a nursery itself. That's why it's bigger than all the other ones. But I just wanted to see if it would grow since the season is starting to change. Over here we have some jalapenos also grown from seed. And so those are just going on a hope and a prayer to see if they are going to grow. Over here and underneath this soil, there will be lettuce, tons and tons of lettuce. And we should start seeing that grow in pretty soon since the weather is starting to change. Now over here, we have our cantaloupe. This thing that's growing out of the bed, it's going to be a beauty. So I cannot wait until those cantaloupe finally start coming in. Of course, everyone knows what that is. And that's our big, beautiful corn. And with all of these, I got them in kind of late this season. So we're just hoping that they beat the frost. There's some more corn down in there that's doing quite well. And all of these are going to be our prized possession this fall. These will be our pumpkins. So yay, we look forward to those. Over here, we have plenty of cucumbers. And like I said, these are more warm weather plants. However, cucumbers can still be grown into the fall. And I believe we will have some luck and we will have plenty of those. Over here, we have our eggplant, and that is doing quite well. As you see, we already have one flower that's beginning, and the eggplant should be dropping any day now into lovely black beauty eggplant. Look at that plant. It is so, so pretty. Over here, we have our zucchini and our squash, and we have just now started to get little buds of zucchini. As you see right in here, that one right there, that's a zucchini plant. Let's see if I can lift her up here to show you. So all of these are going to be flowers, but that little beauty right in there, that's a zucchini. And you can tell because the end of it is kind of serrated like a zucchini. See that? Yeah, so this is going to be very, very exciting. Lots of plants coming in. And zucchini and squash can also be planted and harvested well into the fall. As you see back there, plenty of cucumbers coming in. So these are the beds that we have as of now. These are some of the crops that you can grow into the fall and into the winter. You also can grow things such as kale, such as lettuce, collard greens, any of your brassicas, Brussels sprouts, and things like bok choy, things like that. Those also can be planted into the fall. So do not lose heart. You don't have to say, I missed growing this year and next year I wanted a garden. You can grow in the fall. Let's get this garlic in. So I'm gonna dump these out just right here so that I can show you what we have. So right here, just have a basic stick. A lot of people use, you know, those little aerator things to stick in their soil and get all fancy. I just pick up sticks. I live in all these woods back here, so sticks are abundant. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just take this stick, make a good size hole, and we're gonna stick one in. That's it, that's all. And like I said, this will be perfectly fine, and it will definitely, especially if you get it in before the frost, it'll have time to adapt to the soil. And come spring, you will have garlic. There we go, in and cover it up. So we got 1, 2. Let's go ahead and put, now these were gladiolas. You see they're doing nothing, but I'm not going to, I'll trim them down, but I'm not gonna pull them out because gladiolas come from bulbs. All right, since you're right there in that spot, let's go ahead and make a little hole right there for you. And there you go. See you in the spring. I'm gonna go ahead and get the rest of this garlic in. There's so many airplanes flying over, so you're probably not gonna hear me too well anyways. But I hope you enjoyed our gardening lesson for fall. There are still things you can grow in the fall. There's still time. Get your garlic in now so you'll have some in the spring. All right, see y'all next time. Bye-bye.